morning, humanity. It's July 15th, 2019, and this is Mondays with Bev and Paul. And hi, everyone. My name's Paul.
Hi, my name's Bev.
That's right. Yeah, I sort of feel weird saying that every week, but you never know who's going to come on.
Well, that's right.
And it's always funny, too. I look at all these news things now, and I look at Wheel of Fortune. They always say who they are, even though you've been watching it for decades.
For how many years have they been on?
So we're always going to remind you. My name's Bev. And no, my name's Paul.
Could be.
Could be. You never know. Scoot over this way a little. There you go. All right. We're going to have a good show today. We have been inspired by our class that we did this weekend and inspired by the news. And so our question for today, can BioTouch be a beacon of light for humanity?
What a good question.
That's right. Why did we come up with that question?
Oh, well, you know.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. Well, this morning, I, kind of was watching some news, and it after a while, I realized that I was feeling some things, and I'll just say it was called overwhelm. Because I see all the stuff that's happening in the world and the suffering and the division and the pain. And I had to remind myself that, trying to deal with all of that out, what's happening out there is not going to happen. It's not under my control. So I just reminded myself that where that starts, that healing starts for me, is right in my own, the groups that I'm in, my family, my friends, the organizations that I'm affiliated, just, in my own sphere of influence. And then I was reminded that I have something in my life that can help me to make a difference just right now. Yeah. And that is BioTouch. And so I was reminded that I can touch another human being right now and make a change and make a difference. And that was my beacon of light in that moment.
And, that was really inspiring reminder, especially with the class that we had.
Yeah.
And we want to show the class. Here are the people that just went through the practitioner training. We have everywhere from a 20-year-old, I'm assuming, to an 85-year-old.
I know.
And we're going to share with you some of the things they've said about the class. But it was inspiring to me, especially from, and I'm just going to read it from Beth there. She is 85 years old. She's in the middle with the white hair, gorgeous white hair.
Beautiful, isn't she?
And, has done a lot of work personal growth, followed a lot of different philosophies and groups. She actually sat with Krishnamurti back when he was alive in Ojai. I mean, that's amazing.
That is.
And so she really liked the class, and she said thing about the experience with healing and or self-awareness since receiving BioTouch. She said the spiritual aspects of, quote, love in action and the body healing itself, the inner physician. She liked that. She said bringing into a natural harmony and balance with itself, the body with itself. Yeah. She says also the great simplicity of BioTouch and its ability for everyone worldwide and not charging for what everyone's body already possesses.
Boy. I mean, at the end of that, when I read that, I said, oh boy, if anybody gets BioTouch.
Yes. And so that, the idea of a light for humanity is just like, that's what it is. It's a beacon of light because, as you were saying, you can do it now.
Yeah.
It's a change you can make now. Yesterday I was overwhelmed with the kind of bickering that was going on the kind of grossness that's happening on all parts of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And I am in this class going, yes, but I have something to teach now. And that's why we do these programs every Monday.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so honored to be able to, be a part of what I really, really believe. I really believe that at this time, we have something called BioTouch that is here to help remind us that there is hope, there is light. We're going to get better. Sorry.
Sorry.
I just feel so, I don't know, there's just so much happening in humanity right now. We need something like BioTouch. It's just here, guys. And Paul and I are here to every Monday. It's our responsibility. We need to share this with all of you and bring this gift.
And that gift started, it just sort of reminds me again, 30 years ago, why I got involved with BioTouch. And here I am in this little town in Mancos, Colorado, basically very conservative community, ranchers, miners, cowboys, and Indians were coming up from the reservation. Immigrant farm workers were there. I mean, everybody would end up in this house that wouldn't normally talk on the streets. And this old timer says to me, he says, Paul, Norman and Carol brought love to the Mancos Valley.
Wow.
And that was it for me. All of my personal belief systems, all of my philosophies, all of my studies, I put on the shelf in order to get a technique out there that neutralized the playing field.
Right.
Because everybody possesses this within themselves. How can we charge for that? That was asked in the class.
Yeah.
How come you don't charge? How can you charge people for something they already possess? They just forgot that they had it.
Yeah. And I think that's that part of the beacon of light, because what we know is that in that self-awareness, because it bodies get better, but that self-awareness is on mental and the spiritual and the emotional aspects of ourself that begin to open up. That changes our lives.
Yeah. And so that, the reason I got involved was really what that old timer said. It wasn't really that bodies got better, even though my back pain got better. People were forgetting their canes and their oxygen tanks.
Right.
But the reason I really got involved was that statement. Norman and Carol brought love to the Mancos Valley. And the idea that bodies get better, that's just sort of the icing on the cake.
I know. Yeah, true.
And people's demeanor gets better, and they look at the world differently, and they're more relaxed. We had a couple of testimonials, even from that young man. At 25, he was like, he just felt this is what he'd been looking for.
Yes.
Eric, it was something he'd been looking for. And if we can get the young people involved now and the elders involved, I mean, here was something that Beth felt, hey, I have something I can give back to humanity.
Oh, absolutely.
At 85 years old.
She's very excited. When Eric said, this is what I've been looking for, Eric just reminded me, this is what we're all looking for. We're all looking to be happy, to healthy, to contribute, to be of service. That's really what our true nature is. Oh my gosh, BioTouch holds all of that promise for us in that loving touch. Oh.
So we have some people online with us, Ermina, Cheryl, Charlotte, hi Jenny. Why don't all of you, sort of jot down, and if you come in, even if it's a replay, jot down why you got involved, or what is it that you feel BioTouch can be as a light for humanity. Just jot it on there. Let's get the word out there to people. We got to use this internet and this web to make it a real web of healing and light and peace and tranquility. And it's nice because with BioTouch, when I gave up my personal belief, people really don't know what I believe, and because BioTouch really helped me just accept all belief systems. So people come in the center. I mean, they could be on this side of the coin or this side of the coin, and they could be in that room just yakking away and ragging about the other side, and all I have to do is keep touching.
Yeah, that, just reminds me what we're always saying. BioTouch helps break down all the barriers. Well, the barrier can be that little ego personality that said, I believe this way, or I don't like that, and here we are. All we have to do is touch, and everything changes.
Yeah. So we got a little note here from Rose, good old Rose. She goes, BioTouch definitely was a beacon of life for Larry and myself. Thank you for keeping on. P.S. Larry is doing great.
Great. And I might say Rose is doing great too.
Yes. And you have been a beacon of light for us. You know, that's what comes back to us when we hear these stories of people actually just putting it into simple practice at home with their loved ones, with their family. It's not about, reaching, having a group of 10,000 people sitting in front of us. It's one at a time, just doing it at
one
home.
at a time. Let's just start with one person at a time in our own lives that we can help. I said to you before the show, it reminds me of what Gandhi said: be the change you want to see in the world.
Yes.
That's what BioTouch really can offer us, to change ourselves and to help others in their own lives.
So we always love reading. When we talk about a beacon of light for humanity, Deborah's book, Healing with the Power in Our Fingertips, the book's still available, folks. It's a great book. It's fun reading. It's light reading. It helps people want to learn something as simple as BioTouch. Right. But we're always so inspired by the prologue, by the foreword by Gary Schwartz. And he goes, the kind of love that BioTouch fosters is a high level of love, including empathy, compassion, caring, kindness, gentleness, protection, safety, warmth, gratitude, appreciation, and respect. That's a mouthful right there.
I know.
As you explore Deborah's gracious and grateful book, my wish is that you become filled as I did with the wonder and promise that BioTouch offers all of us, our loved ones, the greater humanity, and nature as a whole.
He just said it.
He did. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And it's funny, Jenny and I were talking yesterday about all this stuff, and she just sort of brought it all back to, she looked at the trees and she looked at nature. She says, and she looked at humans in nature, and she goes, that's all that really matters.
That's it.
We're here in nature. Yeah. We are natural human beings.
That's right.
We're here to love one another, to touch one another. All these new robots coming onto the scene, but the human to human touch is what's needed right now.
Yeah, and as sentient beings, as we say, this helps us to connect with all of the other life on this planet. That's where we can step into beauty.
Armina goes, that's why I was attracted to BioTouch. It's for the people, not for sale.
Oh,
perfect way to
lovely.
say it.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
So we always want to make sure that we teach you something. And so we're going to teach you the lung set, and we'll see how long we go with it, but we'll at least start it. So the lung set here today, and here it is.
The lung set may be used to address any conditions affecting the lungs. The lung set has 3 steps. To begin step 1, hold at X, which is in the notch at the top of the breastbone. With the other hand, touch points 1 through 6. Point 1 is on the rib cage where the ribs begin to curve to the side and are not quite at the bottom of the ribs. Point 2 is on the rib cage where the ribs begin to curve to the side and are even with the bottom of the breast. The location of point 2 may vary according to the size of the breasts and the accessibility of the area. Point 3 is even with the top of the armpit and about 2 to 3 inches toward the center of the chest. Point 4 is the same as point 1 on the opposite side of the body, on the rib cage where the ribs begin to curve to the side and are not quite at the bottom of the ribs. Point 5 is the same as point 2 on the other side of the body, on the rib cage where the ribs begin to curve to the side and are even with the bottom of the breast. And point 6 is the same as point 3 on the other side, even with the top of the armpit and about 2 to 3 inches in toward the center of the chest. As with any set, the recipient may choose to either sit up or lie down. Step 2 is performed with the hands in the butterfly position. Without touching the hands together, bring the thumbs close together at the breastbone, and with the entire surface of each hand, Wrap around and encase the ribs covering points 1 and 4. Then points 2 and 5. And finally, place the fingertips underneath the armpits, and again wrap the hands around the rib cage covering points 3 and 6. For step 3, use the first 2 fingers of each hand and touch in matching fire at points 1 and 4.
And then you can see they match fire.
Yeah.
And it's just COPD, lung problems, asthma, bronchitis, even cancers and tumors.
Anything related
it can work
to
with it. Again, we don't claim to heal anything,
Right.
but definitely can give you some relief as you're trying to heal. But then again, there it was, husband and wife working together.
I know.
That is what we're trying to do.
That's the vision we're holding.
Yes. Just
families.
Get it into the families. We heard last week, Bruce Lipton said, most of our habits are created before the age of 7.
Yeah, right.
Let's get it to the kids before the age of 7. Let's make this a part of their habit energy. So by the time they move into the teenage years, young adult life, they have BioTouch as a habit energy.
Can you imagine a world where we're touching each other in love and caring for each other?
Yes.
I'm telling you, this beacon of light can turn into a way that we can help heal.
So let your light so shine.
Yeah.
That everybody can see our good works.
I know.
Okay? It's been given to us. It's
Right.
been reawakened in all of us, and it's time to share it. And one of the ways that we share it, here's how we taught. We wanted to show the way we teach. Here's people teaching the classes. They're holding the manual up. We have Sherilyn there, one of our instructors, and here's the Beth working with Eric, the elder with the young.
elder with the young. It's wonderful.
Like everybody's equal here. There's no level of awareness, spirituality, education. Just if you've got those 2 fingers, just touching, you can help another.
Yeah, they're actually in that class to relearn what they already have.
Yes.
Just to pull it out of them. Yeah.
It's an opportunity to really put love into action.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a workshop coming up with Dr. Stender. It's a health condition workshop on digestive issues, July 25th. That's next week from this Thursday.
Right.
And that's from 6 to 8 p.m. Dr. Stender, who's a chiropractor, he's a teacher, functional medicine with emphasis on intestinal permeability.
Wow.
Sounds impressive to me.
I know.
So join us. We give you a few sets of points. We'll also be live streaming that. And today we posted the blog written by Deborah Schildhouse on digestive issues. Really good little article of the issues that can happen, and also the little quote about how the gut and the mind are sort of combined. It's a great little blog. So check that out. It's been posted on our website. It's been posted on our Facebook. And there
we go.
We just did another day.
We did. It's wonderful. Wonderful to be with all of you.
Yes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the inspiration for today's class.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you.
And we only have 2 more weeks with Bev sitting next to me.
Unless I'm a guest sometime.
Well, but we will be doing the show even while she's in Oregon. We're sort of starting to figure it all out.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be really fun, too.
I know.
But we're here next week. Join us. And until then, we will see you all. We're gonna end with Horace's great little ditty, Put Love into Act.
Great. Have a good week.
If pain has got you down and you live in town, take a trip down to Pima Street. The people down there are people who care. They will get you back on your feet. Put love into action. Put love into action. If you ever want to have any real satisfaction, choose love while you still can. Don't even try to understand the healing grace.